easy then, I suppose. Right, I'm going to throw this open. I know we did this before. I'm going to throw this. Has anybody, because I can sit here and ask questions, has anybody got a question? Stick your hand in the air, because I will come over a microphone. I will wander over a microphone. Chris is going to come with me, and we're going to wander over. I'm quite happy to move right across the event, so we'll, over the next few minutes, we'll ask. Question? Question. Hang on. It's propane. It's propane gas. There you go. And I know it doesn't last very long because they got me moving gas bottles at another event a few weeks ago in my van. And they got me. Any more questions? Here, what? The gentleman at the car?
The Bertie Bassett balloon come out of hiding anymore?
Does Bertie Bassett come out?
Not anymore.
No, he's tired. He's flown too much. But there are some very interesting shapes that could go out, but we need the right conditions to do it. Hang on. So if you imagine we're dealing with signals here, how much would a balloon cost?
It depends.
Come round.
That better. It depends how big the balloon is.
The balloons are floating, and I'm dealing with a radio mic in the field. It's great fun. Let's just move up a little bit because I know my paddle might not be getting our signal. So let's try that again. Right.
So it would depend on. It's a little bit like buying a second-hand car. You could buy something that literally just did you as a startup, say, so £4,000 or £5,000, going right the way up to buying a brand new sports car, sort of 40,000, 50,000.
There you go. You're going to buy one this year, aren't you? For cash. So I'm going to run up here and ask a question, all right? Yeah, we'll do, yeah. So young lady there just said to me, how long are you in the air for?
Generally around about an hour for each flight.
And hang on, so I'm going to move that because I'm going to answer this question beside that gentleman asked the gas, right? So that gas bottle, yeah? How much gas is in the gas bottle and how long does a gas bottle, an average, I know there's different sizes, but an average one, how long would that keep you in the air for?
So the average gas bottle size would be 40 litres, and we generally would use about 1 litre a minute per flight. So each of those gas bottles lasts us around about 40 minutes.
There you go. Ooh, he's struggling with the wind. Right, gentlemen, just here, let me... Hang on, that's a good question. Right. Right, you ready for this? Right. I asked you on my BBC weather, I'm just expanding this question, right? I asked you on my BBC weather app, yes? We all know the BBC weather app, don't we? Or ITV, and they put the symbol up with the wind, yeah? That symbol, perfect conditions, what does that symbol, what number has to be in that circle? Go on, let's go.
Building the suspense. Ideally less than 10 miles an hour on the surface. We also have to consider how windy it is higher up as well.
So when you're flying high, we're not talking jet aeroplane high. Are we talking lower than what the red arrows came across today?
A little bit higher than those. Normally on an average flight would be 1,500 to 2,000 feet.
So that's 6 to 10 mile an hour, that high as well.
We could probably get away with about 15 to 20 miles an hour, but really we've got to be safe, making sure that we can take off and land in a sensible way.
Right, so let's just expand that a little bit further. What conditions are we dealing with at this moment in time?
At the moment we've got about 18 miles an hour on the surface. It's gusting to about 26, 27 miles an hour.
And at flight height?
Up there we're dealing with a little bit more, so it's about 28.
Okay, so you can understand the parameters that these professional guys are dealing with and the limitation, the wind speed they've got to deal with, not only just here, but up there as well. Right, yes? Right, any more questions that we've not covered? Young lady, right, hang on, come in. Okay. That's a good question, I never thought of that one. Right, so the gentleman, let's just say we've got perfect flying conditions. We haven't, but let's just say we have. That balloon's there, right? And that's now ready to go, right? How long would it take you to get to flight height? on average?
Oh, that's a bit.
I told you it's a good question, didn't I? Roughly, you know.
If you want the legal answer, technically where we are here at the moment, the boring answer is actually in a congested area, so we'd have to be at 1,000 feet, kind of within about 5 minutes of taking off.
So 5 minutes, if they could fly now, it would take, they have to be up within 5 minutes to flight height. Yes? I'm right with that. Right, there we go. Any more questions?